Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It's still April 17th. I'm out here in the garden. We're going to talk about harvesting garlic and kind of how to know when it's ready. Now, we got a lot of garlic. Oh, got a lot of garlic. This bed's roughly about 5 foot wide. It's good bed for garlic. These rows are set about a foot apart, and we try to put this garlic in here roughly about 8 inches apart. But this is elephant garlic, and different varieties have different characteristics that you need to know about when you're getting ready to harvest. Now, elephant garlic for me is easy to tell when it's ready to harvest or getting there. It starts putting up scapes. Now, these are scapes. An escape is just the flower top. But when it starts putting these up and it starts doing it on a lot of garlic, we have scapes coming up all over. What we'll do is we'll let these get up about a foot tall, get them before they open. We'll harvest them for the farmer's market for the weekend after this. But when it starts getting like that, that tells that it's built that bulb. Now it's going to try to put energy up to set seeds. We pop those off so it will direct that energy back to that bulb, because it does know that it's going to grow from the bulb too. But that's how we know that it's almost time. And so what we'll do is we'll harvest these scapes off here, and then we'll take and let these go just a few weeks longer. Now, scapes are really good for using for cooking. If you want to use them, you can use them just like garlic. I like to just eat them fresh. They're a lot sweeter than garlic because they're putting those juices up there for that nectar to the flowers. Bees love them, but we don't need any seeds for garlic, so we always pop those off. But anyway, that gives you an idea what to look for when it's getting time to harvest that variety. But this variety over here, you can see it's drying back. This one won't send up scapes like that. If it does, and it might, but it would be further along. And I've grown this silver skin in the past, and I've never seen it shoot the scapes up before it's time to harvest. But what we're going to do today, being this looks like this, we're going to take and harvest this row out. Now, as those that follow, you know we've already harvested our purple garlic, our Cajun variety, and it's drying. I'll show you that at the end of this video, what it looks like and how we put it up so we get it ready to store. Okay, I think we're going to try to give this a little bit more time. There are some of these that are the smaller ones that are really died back. We'll probably go ahead and harvest these out, and hopefully some of these others will survive, but they haven't got to a point to where they've slipped into cloves or filled out real good. If we have to, we can use this garlic like this, if that's what it ends up with. But right now, I feel like that I want to give it a little more time. Now, what happens with silver skin, and I don't know if it's because our area, what happens with it is when it starts to die back, then it tends to start shooting up or start sprouting its cloves. So we want to catch it before then, but we want to give it enough time to get its maximum size. And we don't know what's going to happen with this. All we can do is let it go. We'll throw some more nitrogen in it, see if it'll get it to doing some greening up and growing. But right now, I'm not going to say it's a fail, but this garlic for this year could be a a fail. It's just hard to say. Our Cajun garlic didn't do as well as it normally would have. It was dying back to where it's laying over. We'll go ahead and look at how we process that and what it's looking like. Okay, our Cajun garlic is right here, and we've dried it. You just kind of brush the dirt off. You cut the tops back. I normally do them about 2 to 4 inches, just varies. But anyway, once it gets dry, you can take off the outside, clean it up good. A lot of times I'll trim the bottom down a little bit better, a little closer. But once you get it to that point, it's ready for storage. When the stem dries up, it gets dry like this. But no, when you harvest garlic, don't cut the stem off close like you see in the store. Cut it off longer. When you get ready to put it up in wherever you're going to harvest it, go ahead and cut the stem back. If the stem is oozing juice when you cut it back, that means it's not quite dry enough. Let it dry some more, and then put it into storage. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though we didn't have a good crop of silver skin to harvest. But if you want to see more content like this, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, select all, give it a big thumbs up, and share this video. Enjoy that gardening experience.